Hey, what's going on, guys? Happy Flex Friday coming at you on Christmas Eve. Mike Jarovic here with Condemned Labz. Wanted to make a quick video, reach out to you guys before all the holiday craziness and madness, and just give you guys a little bit of an insight, express some gratitude, and talk about some things we got going on for the closing out the end of the year and starting off the beginning of the new year. So first and foremost, Merry Christmas, of course. Happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. I wish you guys a happy, healthy, and a blessed one. You, family, friends, loved one. I hope the day is filled with nothing but beautiful memories, love, laughter, and experiences. So make sure you enjoy that moment. Have some good times with your loved ones. You know, take the phone, put it aside, or take the phone out and take some really good pictures. So real quick, also, try to keep in mind that there are a lot of people who are down and out for the holidays. The holidays are a great time if you're a really optimistic, positive person. But at the same time, for people who are dealing with or struggling with certain problems, the holiday could be a nightmare, right? The holiday could be a black cloud. People want it to kind of just come and go. So keep that in mind with other people. You never know what their family situation is, if they're grieving the loss of a loved one, or they're just in a bad place mentally, or they're suffering in some sort of way. So the holiday is a great time for most, but there are those people where it might not be as good of a time. You know, so keep that in mind. Try to be mindful of them. All right, guys. So I was told I have to give you guys an update on the athlete program. We got Marcel and Isaac in the driver's seat, and what they're basically going to be doing is they're going to be helping side by side with Yari and just building out the athlete program. We're trying to restructure and get things going. As you guys know, we let that brand ambassador program go. It was shit. You know, it was nothing but a headache. We tried a program that was like the all-in-one. It had all the bells and whistles. It didn't work out. We are currently switching back to reversion. So reversion is a little bit more of a manual process, but it's a process that works. So we're working on a payment structure right now. I don't want to take the time for this video right now and talk about the payment structure for the reversion. But what I will do is I will make a video following this strictly on the payment structure. But anybody who's owed commission for, you know, the last couple of months on their discount code, that commission will be kicked back into before the end of the year. So look out for that next week. I just have the team manually processing it. It's a little bbit more work this way, but honestly, it's a little bit more dialed in. And instead of relying on the technology and the software and looking for this bells and whistles program, you know, this system works, and we'll be able to gauge it. I just had to bring on more team members to make the program optimized a little bit more and do what it's supposed to do. Also, for the holiday, we are dropping some sales. Be on the lookout for some sales today. They're going to be sneaky, quiet sales. They're going to be limited, so you have to take advantage of them when the time comes. You know, so just stay tuned for, you know, the email updates, or make sure you sign up for our SMS. I always like the SMS. We don't abuse the SMS. We're not soliciting people. It's just one of those things where we press the button and detonate, and then you're going to get that text message. You're going to know to act, and it keeps you on the inside of everything we have going on if you're not checking your email, you know, religiously. So another thing that I want to talk about, guys, real quickly, I don't want to give you guys all the updates. I'm going to make some videos that hit these categories, but we are working on a rebrand right now, changing out some of the metallic gold inside the product because I'm having trouble branding it. There's just too many variations of metallic gold. So we're going with like an athletic yellow-orange gold. It's more of a flat color. It's not a metallic shiny. It's just I started to look at the branding for the line and realized that the line's kind of not all over the place, but it's really hard between graphics, clothing, bottle images and labels and things of that nature to try, you know, to get everything cohesive and look really good. So we kind of, you know, we've kind of been sold on this yellow-orange look that it would replicate what I would call the color of gold, like an athletic gold. I'm calling it mimosa. It's like a yellowish orange. It's not yellow in the aspect of where if you put it with black, it would look like a bumblebee, or it's not orange and black where you would get Halloween. It's somewhere in between. I think it looks a really cool definitive line, but I also really think it looks really, really cool for branding. So nobody's using that color, and we're going to go ahead and run with it. As you guys know, we've been delayed. I've talked about this over and over numerous times. We've been delayed all throughout 2021, and we've been fortunate enough and blessed to be standing where we are right now. But at the same time, you know, we've had experienced massive delays. You know, everything's going up in price right now. All the raw powders from China are going up in price. Bottles, plastics are scarce. Manufacturers' lead times normally are like 8 weeks. if you're in with a manufacturer and you're a decent sized brand, and you get priority, now they're like 16 to 20 weeks. So I don't know if you guys understand what that looks like, but on huge purchase orders, you're tying up a lot of cash for a long period of time, even at the 8-week mark. So now 16 weeks, you're tying up 4 months out of the year, you're tying up a lot of cash. So it's left us in a position where we weren't able to turn around and scale properly and launch the new products that we wanted to launch because we were so busy trying to maintain the products that we have and the products that you guys love so much. So that's been a real challenge for us, but we are getting over that hump. I'm working on some really cool exclusive flavors right now. We're going to do a little bit of a storytelling. I made a mistake in the beginning. I didn't tell the brand story. I was too busy working the brand instead of, working inside of the brand instead of building the brand and telling the brand story. And I think I have a really good story. Hence, you can see this podcast studio. I set this up. It's been set up for about a month now. And I've been just trying to get over some of the end of the year hump so that I can start giving you guys more content. And I'm going to be putting out some podcast information, entrepreneurial stuff. We built the brand from the ground up. And I think I can give you guys a lot of information and benefit you highly from a lot of the mistakes that I've made over the last years and learning, the learning curves that I've taken. I think I could actually help some people out and that I could give you guys advice of somebody who's currently going through it, who's not there yet, where a lot of these guys that are selling you these programs and telling you about what they did and how they did it, they're so out of touch with the nitty gritty grind that like I'm still boots on the ground and I'm still going through it. So I think I could offer a lot of benefits. Like I said, I'm not ahead of anybody, but at the same time, I might be a little bit more of a step ahead in the direction where if I could save somebody a problem, because I've had a bunch of them, God knows, and if I could save somebody a headache or a problem by offering some advice of something that I'm currently going through, whether that's litigation, lawsuits, setting up a corporation, taxes, finding a manufacturer, just things of that nature. It's basic stuff that they don't teach you in school that you kind of got to figure out on your own. And sometimes it's a costly process to try to figure it out. And it's funny, like you have the internet at your disposal, but you still want to have that human, interaction. So I'm going to be putting out some content, more entrepreneurial. I'm trying to get back in the gym. As you guys can see, it's been a couple of months since I had the COVID now. I'm up to like 225 pounds. So I'm going to be documenting my progress into the new year. I've been working out for like the last 3 months. It's just starting to come around where I'm getting a little bit stronger. My stabilization muscles are kicked in and things of that nature. But if you guys follow me on Instagram at MichaelNicholas718, you'll be able to see that journey. But other than that, the future's looking bright. Q1 2022, I will make sure that we have some wellness products. Even if they're basic wellness products, the Nootropic is ready to go. We're ready to sign off on it. I was just kind of waiting to the rebrand to kick in. I didn't want to change labels and then rechange labels and start confusing people. So I'd rather measure twice and cut once. But the Nootropic product will be launching. We have a multivitamin and we have some basic, wellness combinations that I think, for like immune support and, liver support, things of that nature. They're not basic combinations. They're proven effective combinations, but they're not overloaded with like 10, 15 ingredients where you're going to be swallowing a lot of pills or taking all this unnecessary stuff on the back of the label. We're making them effective. These are the 3 or 4 ingredients that are most effective, the most proven, and we're putting them in the products. And as soon as we nail down, and I got label mocks over there. I would love to show you guys, but we started to get, the label mocks for the rebrand. And as soon as we nail that down, we're coming right behind that full steam ahead with some of the new products. So real quick, guys, just want to express my gratitude for 2021 with you guys. I had an amazing year, great learning curve. Thank you guys for keeping the brand on its feet. It's been a little challenging, especially when you don't come from money or you don't have major investor capital. I can see a lot of these other brands coming out the gate, they grab an influencer, an influencer, and they kind of use them like a puppet. I didn't really have that, to start. I didn't have like mommy and daddy money, investor capital. I didn't graduate college with a degree in business and finance. So I had to figure a lot of this stuff out for myself. And I think we've been doing a decent job, doing it, especially with the circumstances being dealt right now, in the government and with everything that's going on outside, in the United States, making things just one hurdle after another to kind of just do what we were doing prior to this. Instead of doing that and growing, it's been a lot more challenging and difficult, but we've been doing a pretty decent job. We've had inventory. We've launched some new clothing. We've got some new flavors. Like we got a lot of stuff in the works. But I think 2022, at the beginning of that, and it's not that we need the New Year as a deadline to pop off and get it going. It's a good gauge. It's a good time to start. It's a clean slate. It's, a a fresh page in the book. And we will be launching those products. We will be dropping, the new branded line. As you guys have been seeing the gold colored shirts too, that'll be a factor in what we do as well. So, you'll see that color, it really pops. It'll be everywhere. So with that being said, guys, I just want to express a little gratitude. Thank you. We're extremely grateful for all your help, all your support while we go through the trials and tribulations and deal with the bumps and bruises of growing, a business from the ground up. Look forward for more content from me. I will be telling my story a little bit more, why I started the brand, who am I, what business do I have in the supplement industry, why do I think I could start a brand, and, I'll be giving you guys some content with that. If you guys want to hear some more entrepreneurial stuff from me, and if you think I could help you out, I know a lot of people are really just, kind of doing their own thing these days with their businesses and stuff like that, and I left, a pretty comfortable job to go do my own thing, in 2011, and I'm going to talk about that too, the risk and the reward. But with that being said, guys, I just wanted to just express a little bit of gratitude. Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate all your support. I hope you have an amazing Christmas. Be mindful of other people. Be conscious of people around you. Live in the moment. Spend some time with your loved ones. Look out for some Condemned Labz sales if you want to take advantage of them. If not, it's okay. And like I said, we have a lot of great things coming into the future that have been delayed, and they just kept getting delayed. So the beginning of 2022 is going to look really promising. And it's going to help us complete the line a little bit more, give you guys a little bit of a fresh spin on things. So with that being said, guys, enjoy your holiday. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a blessed